Yo, everybody, it's me. We're coming in from a different angle today for this somewhat, I guess, Christmas review. Um, so today we have got. Let's see if I can get it in frame here. This pretty awesome slush cult board that I just picked up. Now this one, I kind of picked it out because the graphic. That's it's pretty funny graphic. My favorite gesture to do to people on the road when they cut in front of me. You know, But anyways, we're going to open this up. We're going to test it out a little bit. And this is not a comprehensive review of the performance of the board. It is me kind of just diddling around with it, seeing what it comes with and everything. And yeah, I guess let's just get into it. If it'll come out of the box. Alright, so it looks like we got this nice little, this case that the board comes in. It's got some, tape on the back so that the board doesn't fall out. I find that nice because the Grom series boards did not actually have this, that tape on the back. Specifically this one. When I opened it, there was no tape on the back holding it in. It was actually just kind of loose in the package. So it's nice to see they upped their package game a little bit for this one. And, put tape on the back of the board so it's not flopping around and everything. Alright, we now have the board out. This thing looks pretty good. And this thing feels about the same as my other slush cult board here. It is just not broken in, so that is my only complaint about it, is it's not a broken in board. But as you can see, it comes with 2 sheets of grip tape and a skate tool wedged in between them. That's cool, I guess. Now, we're not really going to be using this in today's video, because if you know me, I don't really take the screws off the board when I put the grip tape on. I just kind of slap it on top. So we're just going to do it the normal way and slap the grip tape on top and everything. Alright, so we've got our little file here, and we're just now going to take one of these sheets of grip tape, and we're just going to put it on. It's like putting a Lego sticker on. Alright, so now it's time to give this thing the sesh test. So let's just clear off the table of all the junk and get into the sesh test. Obviously, this isn't really broken in, so it's going to be a little bit harder to do tricks on it, so I'm just going to do my little method for easily breaking in a board, and that's just fiddling around with the trucks to kind of at least get a little bit of wear on them, and start to kind of wear down those bushings and everything so that it eventually, breaks in easier. now we're going to bring out the teak tuning rail and get this sesh really started. Nice little slappy there. Alright, that's going to be it for the sesh test on the new board. Now we're going to compare it to the broken in board just to see the performance difference here. That would have been so perfect if the bench was not there. Let's move the bench over to, you know what, we'll just move the bench. We don't need the bench for this video, we're not using the bench. Oh boy. Nice little slappy nose. The impossible, and regular, nose mani, boom. Alright, so comparing the two, obviously the broken in one is a lot better. I will say though, this one I will probably be using a lot just to kind of break it in and everything. And once it is, then it'll be just as good as my other Slush Cult one, because again, all of these Slush Cult boards, once they're broken in, they perform the exact same, at least in my opinion. It depends on how how you're riding the board, how often you're riding the board, and, what tricks you're doing on the board that will kind of depend on how fast your board will break in. But if you're going to want to break your board in faster, I would recommend doing more, 5-0s and kind of experimenting with, just switching up your grind positions a little bit. Because if you're just turning, it's not going to really break it in all too much, but it will break it in, definitely. So, yeah. Other than that, I've got nothing else to say about these boards. they're good boards, and this setup only costed $31.95 at Zumies. So if you're wanting to pop down to your local mall, go into the Zumies, and check near the cash register, then you should be able to find some of these pretty cool fingerboards. So yeah. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this quick little sesh video, I guess, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.